Welcome to another episode of Chasing Perspectives. My name is Elijah, and on this episode we do a test shoot. But before that, I need to go quarantine shopping for the essentials for the family. So let's go. And we're back. Thank you so much for accompanying me during that shopping experience. You need to understand something. Having a 2-year-old locked up inside for 21 days is next to impossible. And unfortunately for me, I had to go and buy all those yogurts to keep this. And we're back, for real this time. And like I said in the intro, today we do a test shoot. If you didn't know, a test shoot is a collaborative shoot between a model and a photographer. And our model for the shoot is the beautiful Blaise, and yes, that is her actual name. The whole reason for me to do this test shoot personally was to add a little more swimwear / body imagery to my portfolio. Ever since the last episode we did on this vlog titled Going Tropical, where we basically took some random location in the middle of Johannesburg somewhere and dreamt it up as some tropical jungle and took these beautiful photos, I've been wanting more. But this time they have to be more open. And by open, I mean I can shoot however I want, whatever goes, all experiments work. There is no preconceived plan or idea or concept for the shoot. Basically, I'm just here to kick ass and take names. I am, in every meaning of the word, free. And that is where a lot of the frustration came in with this particular shoot. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it at the time, but I was basically setting myself up to be in a sink or swim situation here. A lot of the frustration came in with me seeing something that I thought would be cool and I thought would work, turn out not to be cool and not work. And nothing kills the creative spirit than that right there. You need to understand, as creatives, we thrive off vision. And it takes a lot for us to put that vision together, regardless of how easy it may seem. And when that vision doesn't work out, it gets really hard to come out of that negative mind space, especially when you're already on set. Let me stop the rambling and let me show you exactly how the shoot went. And we are on location. For us to get to where we need to shoot to, we need to get over this barrier, which I don't recommend anyone do because it's not allowed. We actually came here early in the morning with the hopes that we're not going to disturb anyone who's actually trying to see the waterfall. At this point, I'm basically explaining exactly what I want to do, where I want to end up in terms of the location before we actually start shooting. And the moment we started shooting, I just realized that it's not working. The ideas that I had in my mind, the concept that I had in terms of just placing her in front of the waterfall and shooting, it's not working. Here, I'm trying to basically work through the shot and the frustration and get as many options for her as possible as I can. We actually even ended up going to that island I mentioned earlier and getting a few more options there. It didn't work out the way that I thought it was going to work out, you know. I thought it was going to be this beautiful combination of her and the location and everything was just going to gel and be perfect, and unfortunately for me, it didn't. At this point, I asked her to switch the bottoms of her bikini from black to white, simply because I wanted something different in this location, which maybe was going to lift my spirits and my overall state of frustration. At this point, I was honestly ready to just quit. Inside, internally, I just kept on hearing this voice that kept on saying to me, this is not working, quit, stop. Because ultimately, it just felt and looked like, here's a girl, here's a waterfall, and that was it. It didn't feel like me and the standard of work that I normally produce, so I was just really frustrated at this point in time. But she was doing the best that she could, and she looked amazing doing it. Look at her. At this point of the shoot, I asked my assistant Tato to throw me the water bottle which we carry around for shoots like this. We carry this water and use it to give a different dimension to the models and their skin. Right now we're walking through all these people who are wearing heels, including men. Why? I have no clue. Headed to the second part of the location that we're going to be shooting at. At this point in time, I'd already had a conversation with myself internally and basically told myself to stop it. Stop overthinking things, stop giving into this frustration, and just focus at the shoot at hand and the whole purpose of the shoot, which is ultimately to have fun, to do a test, to see exactly what we're going to get, and to collaborate with the model who has given her time as much as I've given my time, and to get the best results we possibly can. And now we're at the second location, and I'm basically pointing out exactly where I want her to stand ultimately and what we're going to be doing in the location. Right now I'm spraying her body with water again to get more of that three-dimensional look and feel, preparing for the next shot that I'm going to be taking by this barrier here. I asked Tato, my assistant, to bring in the reflector so that we can fill in the shadows that are under her chin, under her nose, and also on her chest and her belly, and also just to give a little more sparkle to her eyes. We finally made our way to the rock that we're not supposed to be on. Please don't tell nobody. And I'm instructing her to basically elongate her body. Right now we're on the tree. This was actually a suggestion made by my assistant Tato, so shout out to you, buddy, because ultimately these were some of the best images, if not the best images, from the entire shoot. In the background there you can see Tato spraying water between the camera and her. He's doing this basically because we wanted the light to catch the water and give this misty / dewy effect in the image. And from this point in time, we just went on and just shot, trying to get as many options as we possibly could, honestly. From this shoot, I learned that as creatives, we can be too hard on ourselves sometimes. These kinds of projects or shoots are where we should play, have fun, make mistakes, and learn from those different mistakes. You need to keep an open mind and not always be so critical of the things that you're doing. Yes, you may have standards that you set for yourself, but sometimes experimenting and working beyond those standards is exactly what leads to growth. Sometimes you need to understand that experimenting and testing for testing's sake opens you up to growing and developing in different ways. The goal here was for me to try, and it didn't matter whether things worked out or not. I just complicated things by thinking that I needed to work in a specific way, when in true reality I needed to keep my mind focused on the whole purpose of the shoot. Always keep your mind on the purpose of the shoot, whether it's structured and it's straightforward and it's detailed and packed up together for you to see and you know exactly what you need to do, or when you don't have anything, you just are there to do what you need to do with your camera, point your camera, work with the people who are around, and do what you need to do for your own sake. Those are a whole lot of do's, by the way, I've noticed. And with that being said, that is the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Elijah, and please do like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you found value in the show and the content that I'm creating. And with that, I will see you again soon. Do what you gotta do.